24 hours from now, the Broncos will be kicking off against the Chiefs, looking to bounce back after their 11-game winning streak was snapped Sunday. At this point, it would be charitable to call the Chiefs shorthanded. No Patrick Mahomes, no Gardner Minshew. So that means tomorrow Kansas City will be trotting out third-string quarterback Chris Oladokun against this ferocious Broncos defense. Denver is looking to win in Kansas City for the first time in 10 years, and they've got a great shot to do it. The Chiefs have lost 4 in a row and are starting a quarterback who hadn't completed a pass in the NFL until last week. But going up against a backup that hasn't played has its own set of challenges, too. The Broncos don't really know what this guy can do, and that can be dangerous. Sean Payton insists they'll be ready.
Look, you're defending the offense, a lot of RPOs. They do a great job moving guys around, getting the ball to their skill in space. So that part of it kind of doesn't change. But that's our league. I think looking at the film and studying the formations, the tendencies as to what an opponent likes to do, self-scouting ourselves, what have we shown? All of that goes into a short week, though.
The Broncos can actually clinch the division and home field advantage throughout the playoffs this week. Here's how. To win the AFC West, all that has to happen is the Broncos beat the Chiefs tomorrow and the Chargers lose or tie on Sunday against the Texans. It gets a little more complicated to wrap up the #1 seed. For that, they need to win tomorrow, they need the Chargers to lose or tie, and they need losses by the Patriots, Bills, and Jaguars. That's a lot to keep track of. Thankfully, the Broncos control their own destiny, so they don't have to.
Just got to keep winning. It's whatever it takes to win the game. It doesn't really at this point matter what it looks like. All the cool, flashy stuff can have already happened, but now it's just who's got more points. And so we're going to continue to be aggressive. We're going to continue to work like we've been working. I think the loss, did nothing but, help us be even more motivated and, understand that we're not where we want to be and we got a lot more to go out there and do.
The Nuggets, meanwhile, are getting ready for their own Christmas Day showdown tomorrow night when they host the Timberwolves. They'll be without Cam Johnson, who suffered a bone bruise in last night's loss to Dallas. He's expected to miss some time, but luckily avoided any major injury. On the ice, the Avs beginning a well-deserved holiday break. They shut out the Mammoth last night to win their 27th game of the season. And the Avs know there's no place like home for the holidays. They still haven't lost in regulation at Ball Arena. The Burgundy and Blue have 61 points so far this season, and that is the most points by the holiday break in league history.
Whew, they're on fire.
They are playing at a historic pace. I just hope they stay healthy. I hope they can keep it going. Of course, playoffs a long way away.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.